Hey guys, what is going on? Robrigo here with the Newbs, and today I'm taking a look at how to play the brand new game mode in COD Black Ops Cold War, known as Gunfight Tournament. So stay tuned for all you need to know. Just before we get into it, if you enjoy our content or find it useful, subbing would really help us out. Okay, so Gunfight Tournament has just landed today at 6 PM UK time, and matchmaking is not the same format as we're used to in the usual multiplayer games. We have to register in a match, and depending on when you register, you may have to wait for any length of time up to a maximum of 5 minutes. Once you've registered, you can cancel out at any point during that time before the clock hits 0 by just clicking Cancel Registration if you don't feel like waiting. If the clock hits 0, you'll be told that the bracket is forming, and you'll be placed into a preliminary round as you can see here, and you have up to 60 seconds to ready up. If players ready up, the match can start before the ready up clock hits 0. The game mode is a 2v2 format and can be played on U-Bahn, Game Show and the new mansion map that came as part of Season 2 Reloaded. You'll be given a random loadout just like in the existing gunfight mode, which will last for 2 rounds. Your opponents will receive the same loadout as you each time. For context, if you haven't played Gunfight, then that existing mode sees 2 teams of 2 players face off against each other on small scale maps, and they're provided with pre-designed loadouts, as I mentioned, that they can't change. Both yours and your enemy's health is displayed on the left hand side, and there is no health regen either. If the clock runs out and both teams are still alive, you need to head to the flag in the middle of the map and quickly cap it before the other team. The format of rounds is also the same as in Gunfight, so it's a first to 6 rounds wins the match. If you win your matchup, you'll progress from the preliminary round into the quarterfinals, and if you win that, into the semi-final and then the final. Along the way you can gain rewards for winning your bracket, such as things like emblems, calling cards, charms and even weapon blueprints, although the weapon blueprints seem to be reserved for if you get to and win the final. You can also obtain rewards in the form of XP as you progress. If you lose your matchup, then you are knocked out at the preliminary round stage, or whichever stage you reach. And rather annoyingly, if you want to be able to play again, you need to return to the first step and go back into that matchmaking queue, which, as I mentioned, can be up to 5 minutes. The format is then the same, and you will head to the quarterfinals and so on if you can win your preliminary matchup. When you're knocked out, you'll see a summary of your rewards earned and your tournament result. Each team will be assigned a random name, and you can see what stage the other teams are at. For example, we can see here that my team Siren won our match to proceed to the quarterfinal, as did the Blitz team in the other preliminary round, resulting in us facing each other. It's a fun game mode and quite intense knowing that you are in a knockout format, and this definitely adds a bit more fun to the original Gunfight game mode. Using the ping functionality is super important here as well to let your teammate know where the enemy is, especially if you're playing with a randomer. Let us know in the comments if you'll be jumping into Gunfight tournaments to try it out, and we'll catch you in the next one.